peeps? Mr. Bones here, and welcome back to Peep This Reviews. Tonight we're going to talk about Scare Package. It's a horror comedy anthology. Seems a little low budget, was a little slow off the bat. Well, the acting wasn't the greatest to me, and I wasn't that impressed with the stories right off. It has like 7 stories in it. You got this goofy young boy who loves horror movies and wants to be a serial killer, but he's horrible at it, and he's kind of like your Sam or Crypt Keeper who keeps showing up from time to time in between the stories. At the beginning, the first story, he knocks on the door of these 2 girls' house, and he's trying to be a serial killer or something, drops his mask on the floor, and the girl stabs him in the hand, and then she trips over something and gets killed. And but there's this cool part with this guy with a video store, and between each story they like put a VHS in the VHS player, VCR, with the title of the next story. And well, there's one story that's kind of like a trauma movie. This guy just randomly shows up at someone's campsite and says, "Help me, I'm going to turn into a gruesome monster any second. You have to kill me so I don't kill you," whatever. They just stare at him like, "Durr," or what. And then he just starts hulking out, and then he starts melting like something out of a trauma movie or something, melting and getting all gooey. And I can't remember if one of them, oh yeah, they start hitting him with sticks and shit and random shit, and then he starts like melting and getting all gooey. And then it turns out there's a serial killer within the group that starts trying to kill all the other ones. But anyway, it was, as you say, subpar at the beginning, but at the end it seemed worth it because it redeemed itself at the end. I liked it. It became less silly, and it was like a serial killer like Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, whatever. I forgot his name. Something Lake Killer or something like that. But he had like sort of like a Leatherface type mask, but he was bald, and I could recognize his eyes and his mouth through the mask. I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I didn't know at first. All I could see was his eyes and his mouth, but I recognized his facial features. And after the credit rolls, and it said Dustin Rhodes, and I was like, "Oh, that's sweet." One of my favorite wrestlers playing a serial killer. Dustin Rhodes is, if you're a wrestling fan, you probably already know, but he's the son of Dusty Rhodes, the old wrestler who wore the yellow polka dots. And Peep in Dustin Rhodes is Gold Dust. And then he also went by his actual name, Dustin Rhodes, in like cowboy boots and tights. But yeah, there was this one part that when there was the final girl and there was one other guy, it was funny, he said, "Does this make me the final boy?" And the girl said, "You know more about movies than I do. What the hell are we supposed to do?" And he's like, "I don't know, I've only seen like, well, he said he liked Friday the 13th 4 with Corey Feldman, and said, I really like Corey Feldman." And he remembered how Corey Feldman tricked Jason by cutting his head bald and shit, and so he runs off and cuts his pants off into little shorts and cuts his head bald and pretends to be somebody named Little Jimmy or something that's supposed to be a part of that guy's past, and it works for a few minutes. And yeah, I'd say, if I didn't already say, it's a Shudder original, and it didn't seem really high budget, and like I said, my favorite part was at the end. But I'd recommend checking it out for yourself. You may like it more than me. I liked it okay, I didn't hate it. But that's my review. Peace.